Here's something nobody tells you when you open a Shopify store. The second you make your first sale, you're personally on the hook for everything. A customer gets hurt by your product, a supplier sues you over an order, your store gets a chargeback dispute that snowballs. Without an LLC, they can come after your car, your savings, your house. Not your business stuff, your stuff. And the wild part, setting up the thing that protects all of that takes about 20 minutes and costs less than most people spend on Shopify apps in a month. I've done this twice now, and I'm going to walk you through forming an LLC for your Shopify store step by step. There's also one fee almost everyone forgets that can quietly cost you a few $100 a year, and I'll show you exactly where it hides so you don't get blindsided. Stick with me. So why bother at all? Two reasons, and they're both big. First, protection. An LLC, a limited liability company, puts a legal wall between you and your business. If the business gets sued or owes money, that wall keeps them from touching your personal account. For an e-commerce store where you're shipping products to strangers and dealing with payment processors, that wall matters a lot. Second, it makes you look legit. Suppliers take you more seriously, you can open a real business bank account, and when tax season hits, your business money and your personal money aren't tangled into one ugly knot. You do not need an LLC to start selling on Shopify. You can run a store as a sole proprietor on day one, but the moment you're making consistent sales, you're exposed, and that's when smart sellers lock this down. Step one is choosing your state, and I want you to kill a myth right now because it costs people money. You've probably heard you should form an LLC in Delaware or Wyoming because they're business friendly. For a Shopify store run out of your apartment, that's almost always wrong. If you form in Wyoming, but you actually live and work in Ohio, you'll have to register as a foreign LLC in Ohio anyway, pay both states, and hire a registered agent in Wyoming. You've just doubled your paperwork and your fees for nothing. So here's the rule. Form your LLC in the state where you live and run the business. If you live in Texas and ship from your garage in Texas, you form in Texas. It's simple. Filing fees swing a lot by state. California's is $70. Florida runs $125. Kentucky is $40. Massachusetts is a steep $500. Whatever your state charges, that's a one-time fee to create the thing. Step 2, name your LLC. Your name has to be unique in your state and it has to include LLC or limited liability company somewhere in it. Go to your Secretary of State website and find the business name search. Type in the name you want. If it's taken, you'll see it right there and you'll need to tweak it. Quick tip for Shopify sellers, your LLC name does not have to match your store name. Your legal entity can be Riverbend Goods LLC while your store out front is just Riverbend. So don't stress if your dream brand name is taken at the state level. You can still use it as your store name and your domain. Step 3 is a registered agent, and this is the fee I promised you at the top, the one that almost everyone misses. Every LLC is legally required to have a registered agent. That's a person or company with a physical address in your state who receives official mail and legal documents for your business during business hours. Your state will not approve your LLC without one. Here's the catch. You can list yourself as your own registered agent for free, but then your home address goes on the public record for anyone to look up, and you have to be physically there during business hours to accept documents. So most people hire a service instead, and that runs about $100 to $300 a year, every year. Not one. That's the cost that quietly hides in the fine print and surprises people on their first renewal. Now you know it's coming. Step 4, file your formation document. This is the actual paperwork that creates your LLC, usually called the Articles of Organization. You file it with your Secretary of State online in most places and pay that filing fee we talked about. Approval takes anywhere from a few minutes in fast states to a couple of weeks in slow ones. Step 5, get your EIN. That's your employer identification number, basically a social security number for your business. It's free, it takes about 5 minutes on the IRS website, and you need it to open a business bank account and to set up your taxes correctly inside Shopify. Don't pay anyone for this. The IRS gives it to you for nothing. Step 6, open a business bank account. Take your approved formation documents and your EIN to a bank and open an account in the business's name. This is the step that actually keeps your liability protection real. If you run store money through your personal checking, a court can say your LLC is a sham and pierce that protective wall. Keep the money separate from day one. By the way, if you want the easiest way to do this, I personally recommend Tailor brands. They handle the entire LLC formation for you, and they've got tools for your logo, your website, your business bank account, everything all in one place. I'll put a link in the description. If you don't want to deal with all this yourself, I highly recommend Tailor brand. They make it super easy and save you a ton of hassle. So let me walk you through it. It only takes a few minutes. Click the exclusive discount link for Tailor brands below. On the site, you click Form an LLC and select your state. Then you enter your business name and Tailor brands automatically checks if it's available. Next, choose your package, and I'd recommend at least the standard plan since it includes your registered agent for the first year, which remember you legally need. From there, you fill in your personal details and your business information, review your order, and check out. Tailor Brand submits everything to the state on your behalf and sends you updates by email as your LLC is processed. Once it's approved, you can download your formation documents right from your dashboard. And from there, they also help you get your EIN, open a business bank account, and build out your brand. And you're done. Tailor Brands takes care of the rest for you. It saves so much time. That's why I recommend it to everyone. The exclusive discount link is down below. One last thing once your LLC is live. Go into your Shopify settings and update your business details, your legal name, and your EIN under the tax and billing section. That makes sure your store is collecting sales tax correctly and reporting under your business, not your personal name. And that's the whole thing. Pick your home state, name it, line up your registered agent, file your articles, grab your free EIN, open the bank account, and plug it into Shopify. That registered agent fee we talked about is the one piece that trips people up. So put a reminder in your calendar for next year and you're golden. If this helped you feel less stuck, do me a favor and hit like because it pushes this to the next person trying to protect their store. Subscribe if you want more of these. I've got plenty coming. And drop your state in the comments. Tell me where you're forming and I'll tell you the filing fee and the one quirk to watch for.